Well, it has been more than a year since those floodwaters ravaged West Virginia.
Yeah, several people were killed and many homes were destroyed. And only on WHSV, Avery Powell visits a community hit hard by the disaster.
This as they and some good neighbors work to rebuild their lives. It's new at 11 for you.
It looked like a war zone.
1 year ago, this was West Virginia. Chaos, destruction, and loss.
Following up on last month's deadly floods in West Virginia, funeral arrangements have been made for a 14-year-old girl who went missing and has been presumed dead in those floods.
23 people were killed and a state of emergency was declared for a majority of the state's counties, with more than 1,000 homes washed away.
And he said, "Sherry, I can't see my house no more."
Sherry and Greg Wilson lost their entire home, also a daycare business in White Sulphur Springs.
So I was actually eye level in the house with the water across the road. The water's eye level. I can't swim and I am in the house with kids.
The couple and children were able to escape and the Wilsons eventually stayed with a friend. Hundreds in the area stayed for free at the nearby Greenbrier Resort, owned by now Governor Jim Justice. 8 people in the small town were killed.
We could see their house. We were friends with them. They come over to cookouts, you know. Swimming, yeah. They come over and got in our pool.
Now all the Wilsons have are those memories.
It was very hard for everybody, but everybody came together.
Dozens of volunteers poured into West Virginia following the disaster. That togetherness and strength helped rebuild the Wilsons' home, the first one constructed in part by the nonprofit Neighbors Loving Neighbors.
I'm happy we're a home to be in, because I tell you what, when you ain't got a place to live, it's bad.
Neighbors Loving Neighbors is the charitable arm of the Greenbrier Resort. Earlier this month, the organization received 2 large donations, one for $5,000 from the PGA Tour Wives Association and another from Wendy's Restaurants for more than $80,000 to continue helping families like the Wilsons.
If they wouldn't have come through and done what they did, we wouldn't be here. This house wouldn't be here and we wouldn't.
To date, the group has helped build more than 600 homes across the Mountain State, bringing communities back together, something volunteer organizers are proud to see.
And now to go down some of the neighborhoods and see families back in homes, see children playing, it's a feeling that you'd have to be there to experience. It's great.
But the work isn't over. Ganaway says there are still many who need help, and organizations could have more than 700 homes to build across the state. Sherry Dowdy Wilson says her family is just trying to get their life back together.
But we still got to worry now, because the water's done got up once or twice since then, and we stay up all night watching it, worrying about it.
It's a slow, difficult process as reminders of a tragedy remain all around them. The water may have swept away the foundation of the Wilsons' home.
It was crazy, but we survived it.
But the couple is keeping each other together, thankful to see the next day.
Doing the best we can.
In White Sulphur Springs, Avery Powell, WHSV.